Well, we're moving on now with other schedule today. Well, yes, we also have Mr. Dele Alake, who is Director of Strategy for Buhari Campaign Organization. He joins us via phone this evening on Nigeria 2015. Good evening, Mr. Alake, and thank you for joining us. With respect to the Council of States meeting, I mean, your party always has supported the elections proceeding as scheduled. Now that INEC has scheduled a meeting tomorrow to eventually, they will hold this press conference and brief the country on what they have decided. What's your impression of what's going on so far about the elections holding as scheduled?
Well, thank you for having me on. I think the Council of State did the right thing by letting INEC take full responsibility for the conduct of that election, of the forthcoming election, because that is INEC's constitutional responsibility. And the National Council of State, as you all know, is an advisory body. It has no constitutional authority to shift election or to cut the date short in any form. And I think that this is the first time really in contemporary history that you will have the establishment, the ruling party, the government in office really advocating for a shift in the election dates, simply because it has dawned on the government that it has lost, public opinion, it has lost the election even before it's taking place. I do not see, normally in other climes, even in Nigeria in the past, it used to be the opposition that would be clamoring for a shift in the election dates. But this time around, it's the establishment. That really is significant. Secondly is the fact that even if you look at the distribution of the PVCs, we are told by INEC that about 68% has been achieved. 68% distribution of PVCs has been achieved, and that is really substantial compliance. And in any environment, in any society, 68 is not a failure. It's a pass mark. And in any case, even if PVCs were to be 100% distributed, we all also know that not 100% of eligible voters do come out to vote on the day of election. And number three, on the issue of security in those parts, in the northeastern part of the country. Now, let us examine it critically. If in the last couple of years, the Nigerian government has been unable to contain Boko Haram in the northeastern part, how long will the shift in the election date enable it to now contain the Boko Haram to ensure that everybody has access to voting on the day of election? So even as it is now, even if elections were to be shifted to next year, there is no guarantee that the current Nigerian dispensation can contain Boko Haram and drive them out of those conquered territories, as it were, and enable the people there to vote. So the two counts of PVC distribution and the security concern in the northeastern part of Nigeria are not really weighty enough to shift the election or to postpone the election date. Not at all.
All right, then. Thank you very much, Mr. Dele Alake, Director Strategy for Buhari Campaign Organization.